Well, I thought I'd do a little video to talk about the differences between this car and my own F54 Mini Clubman Cooper. So this is the John Cooper Works Cooper Clubman. Quite different, but very similar in lots of other ways. This car is very kindly loaned to me by Barron's Mini Farnborough, and they've lent it to me for the weekend, so I've had time to get familiar with some of the differences between this and my own Mini Clubman. Of course, I love the Mini Clubman. The great thing is it's got all the Mini character, and it's also a bit bigger. There's plenty of legroom in the back, more actually than my old 3 Series Touring. You've got the fantastically practical back doors. So the cabin is actually a bit wider, the Mini Clubman being about 80mm wider than the standard 3 and 5 door Minis. And the great thing with a Mini Clubman is it has that same road holding character as the 3 and 5 door Minis. So the interior is very much the same. The only difference that's really noticeable is the addition of the manual gear shift on the steering wheel. And in the John Cooper Works Mini Clubman, you also get a complete premium package edition, which adds things like head-up display, which is actually very nice. The turn indications that you get on the sat-nav come up on the head-up display, which is quite handy, and you've constantly got a display of speed in front of you, which is quite useful in this car. But otherwise, interior-wise, it's very much the same. The premium package does include Mini's fantastic dual sunroof, which I have as an option in my F54, but that comes as standard with the John Cooper Works. So to drive, the cars to start with are actually very similar. If you're light on the accelerator pedal, then the ride is a tiny bit firmer on this car. This particular one's got the 19-inch wheels added as an option. 18 is standard on the John Cooper Works. My own has 17. So any additional firmness in the ride could be just down to those different wheel sizes. It's actually took it for a long drive on the motorway yesterday, and very, very comfortable just cruising on the motorway. But where the difference actually happens is when you put your foot down on the pedal. 0 to 60 in the standard Cooper Clubman is 8.9 seconds. In this, it's 4.7. As standard, again, it comes with automatic gear change. Really, I don't think I could cope with a manual with that sort of acceleration. Then, of course, you've got this sport switch, which, if you flick up, puts the car into sport mode, which basically makes the throttle more responsive and the gearbox change in a much more dynamic way. And then there's also, if you push the button down, you get green mode, but frankly I don't really know what that does. The change in this is very smooth and works just without effort. So 0 to 60 is one thing, but the effect is pretty much the same. If you're overtaking someone, you want to go from 30 to 50 or 50 to 70. You've just got to be careful not to go faster than you realise before you realise it. So this particular car comes with a few little extras. There is the 19-inch wheels on this. It also comes with leather rather than the standard sport seats. They've also added on this the sun protection glass. So I've talked about the Clubman Cooper, and I've been comparing it with this Clubman John Cooper Works. I've missed out the Cooper S. You know, that's an option in the middle, but in comparison, the Cooper S has a little bit more power than the Cooper. This is just a huge step ahead. This is the most powerful out of the Mini range, and really the just massive difference between this and the Cooper. More than twice the power, almost 2.5 times the power. Just incredible. Fantastic car. I've got to hand it back, but I'll see if they'll do a swap for me. You never know. Cheers.